Hey everyone, it's Jerry at the Fledge. Welcome to another episode of Every Damn Day. And today I have Miss Stacy with me from the Witch Bakes LLC. How are you today, Stacy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing great. You were just showing me an owl. Do you still have that handy?
Yes, it's right here at the side of me. Just one
Yeah, it's
second. I can just pick it up.
that's pretty cool. I was at first didn't know what it was, and then you said it was edible and all of that.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and about the Witch Bakes LLC?
So I'm a mum of two. I'm clearly from England. I'm married to an American, and I moved here last year. Um, I run the Witch Bakes. I've got 10 years experience in making cakes. I lived in Germany for 9 years previously, and I used to run my own business there making cakes. And then I came here and I'd not done it for a while, and it was like, I just want to get back into doing it. So I've been doing that ever since for about 6 months now.
So, did you have your own brick and mortar in Germany, or
No,
were you part of another?
I did the same like I do here. I worked from home,
Okay.
because I've got small children. They're 9 now, but they were really small then, so I worked from home. It gave me an opportunity to be at home and still have a job and bring money into the house.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you're pretty busy. I talked to you last weekend. You had a lot of work to do. Even while we were preparing for this in the last 10 or 15 minutes, you were taking an order. How's business been?
It's it's doing really well. I'm surprised that it picked up so fast. It took me quite a while before when I did this before, but it's picked up quite fast. So yeah, I've got orders. I get maybe 10 orders per month at the minute, but there's plenty space for more.
That's great, though. Do you think that COVID-19 has been in your way? Has it helped you? What do you think about
It's
that?
been it's People cancel orders when because it's coming from somebody's house. People have been cancelling orders. I mean now we're 6 months into it. It's starting to it's picking up again quite a lot and very fast. But
Yeah.
while COVID-19 was going on, it was silent. There was nothing.
Yeah. But I'm sure that you take a lot of safety precautions and protect all of that. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
So,
must disinfect my kitchen and myself about 20 times when I'm making cake.
yeah. Um, well, so when we were talking about the show and I was asking you about, just making sure the name was right and all of that, you really emphasized the LLC part of your name.
Yes,
Uh,
it's
so
new.
tell me about that. Yeah.
So an LLC it gives me a limited liability. So if if something happens, God forbid something happens, touch wood, something will never happen. If somebody gets poisoned by my cake or something, which has never happened and is very unlikely to happen, and we go to court, it covers me and my family. So anything that my liability is only to my business, so they can only take that from me rather than taking everything from me.
Right.
So
Um,
it's a protection.
and when did you get the LLC?
About 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I applied maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it took a while to come through, but it came through about 2 or 3 days ago. I'm not 100% sure. Every day rolls into one at the moment.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, is that something that you did by yourself, or did a lawyer help you, or how did that work?
quite easy to fill in the paperwork yourself. It's just it asks some very simple questions, and it's really easy to follow. There's some notes online that you can use to fill it in yourself. And it only costs $50 in Michigan to register a business as an LLC.
So I think that's it's great. A lot of times when I'm talking to an entrepreneur, especially a relatively new entrepreneur, and I know you're not new because of the 10 years or 9 years experience you had in Germany, but it's not always that they're thinking about the LLC and the paperwork side and the protection side. They're talking about their craft more than anything. So I'd actually like to come back to that. Why don't you tell us about some of the things you bake so you can get our appetites warmed up?
So I specialize in the big event cakes. So I make birthday cakes and baptism cakes and wedding cakes. I do make cookies and cupcakes and things like that, but my speciality is to make the big cakes. And the bigger the better.
That sounds amazing. Do you like have a dream of going on what's that show? The one of these baking competitions that's on, Netflix or whatever.
I don't dream of being famous. I don't need to be famous. What my dream is that I have my own storefront. So I have bricks and mortar where I can go every day and make cakes and, sell to the public every day. And have somewhere that belongs to me that has my name over the door.
So you keep saying every day, so that's a perfect lead into the name of the show and the question I always ask. What is something that you do every damn day to move the needle forward, move the LLC forward?
I get up very early so that I can get everything ready to start work, but I also advertise. I advertise everywhere in every possible way. There may be somebody somewhere looking for a cake and I just pop up at the right time. So every day I advertise my business.
I think that is good advice. Do you hire someone to advertise, or are you just posting on Instagram and Snapchat? And
I am just posting everywhere I possibly can. I am a one-woman show.
Yeah. I looked at your social media, and I like the story that's being told. I like the imagery that's there. So I like how it's an authentic story. It's not, you don't have to force it because it is what you are doing. So advertising every day. Yeah. I think that shows through. It's with magic. Is that what your tagline is?
It is made with magic.
Made with magic. Made with magic.
Yeah.
So do you have any, how far away do you think you are from having a storefront?
Well, I've given myself 1 year. So this time next year, I want to be in a position where I can have my own storefront, my own employees, make a difference to the community itself by creating jobs for people.
Yeah, I think that's an important part of being a small business owner and being an entrepreneur and wanting to give back to the community. So yesterday, and you told me that you watched the show, I had one of my friends from Dubai on, and him and I were talking about sustainable development, and as we do with every show, he has a question that he wanted to ask you, and I told him that you were from England and that all of that, and he said, well, I wonder what her favorite football team is. So his question to you is, what's your favorite football team and or player, and why, if you have a why?
I'm not a big sports fan, but if I was brought up as a Liverpool FC supporter. I don't know any of the players currently because I just don't have the time. But yeah, it's Liverpool FC. I was brought up as a Liverpool FC supporter. My stepdad, he's a big Liverpool FC supporter. He was born in Liverpool, so it was a big thing for him. So it became a big thing to the family. So that's who we all supported.
Yeah, it's I don't think he's a huge football fan either, but he mentioned Ronaldo because Ronaldo's like, Mr. Superstar everywhere, from Portugal, and his favorite team was Brazil. So, yeah. But now you have the opportunity to ask the entrepreneur who I'm talking to tomorrow a question. And this entrepreneur, his name is Ehud, and he is a fitness and shiatsu trainer. What question would you like to ask him?
I'd like to know his favorite dessert.
His favorite dessert. Do you think it's going to be something really healthy?
Possibly, or maybe not. Maybe it's his guilty pleasure.
We didn't talk about this question, but as we're kind of talking about that, what makes a dessert a dessert?
It has to be sweet.
Yeah? Is that the
Yeah.
only part of the definition?
Do you know, I've never really thought about it. But yeah, the only thing I can think of with a dessert is that it's sweet.
It's because we were kind of joking back and forth earlier, and we said maybe his favorite dessert would be celery. And celery's sweet, right? I mean, to some people anyway.
Kind of. I mean, if you put peanut butter on it, which seems to be a thing over here.
That's probably not a thing in Great Britain, huh?
No, I've never even heard of it until I came here.
Yeah, they call it something. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that when I was growing up either. Didn't make sense to me.
It's very strange to me too.
Yeah, I heard that peanut butter and jelly's not a thing in the rest of the world either. Yeah.
No, it's not. I don't even really like peanut butter at all. And it's a huge thing here. My husband loves it, but I'm not a fan of peanut butter at all.
That's funny. So is there anything... Oh, one thing. How do we order from you? Like if I want a big cake for some big event, what do I do?
You can go to my Facebook page, which is The Witch Bakes LLC, or you can, if you search me on Google, my telephone number will come up and you can just give me a call. I mean, I can't guarantee that I will answer the phone straight away because I am busy a lot of the time, but I will call back. But the best way to get me is through my Facebook page because, then I'm going to answer it usually within about an hour.
Okay. So, if you want a big cake, we got to call Stacy at The Witch Bakes LLC. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we go?
No, not that I can think of.
All right. You going to come pitch at 99 Problems, but a pitch ain't one of these days?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, we would love it. So the next 99 Problems, but a pitch ain't one is Sunday, the 4th at 3 p.m. If you'd like to come, it's like a, what do you call it? Like an open mic for entrepreneurial pitches. So just show up. You can pitch. The crowd votes. Whoever the crowd thinks should get $99 gets $99.
Yep.
So every damn day airs every damn day at 2 p.m. And thank you very much, Stacy, for being on the show and telling us about your entrepreneurial journey. And there's a lot more to talk about in Germany, I think. So we'll save that for next time.
Okay.
All right. So thank you very much.